Welcome to the Lapax Live Podcast. My name is Mwogogo. I am a life coach, certified trainer, author, and work-life integration expert. On today's episode, we will be talking about how to create routines that enables you to stay on track with your goals, your life goals, your business goals, your family goals. We will be talking more when we come back from this break. Thank you. Welcome back to the topic for today. How to create routines. Routines that enables you to stay on track with your goals, your life goals, your business goals, your family goals. I think everyone somehow have a routine, every human being. We all wake up in the morning, we all brush our teeth. We either get breakfast first or we go out and eat later in the day or we take our meals to work. Everyone has a routine. Intentionally or non-intentionally, we do have routines. But as human beings, if you want to be super productive, then we have to create intentional routines in every aspect of our lives. Because you don't want to spend 5 hours reading a novel when you could be doing many other things within those 5 hours. And that's why talking about routines is super important, because time is important. Time is money. You've been given time here on earth to do great things, to do amazing things. You don't want to waste your whole life doing things that are not profitable, things that are not adding any value to yourself or to other people. So I would say for my journey with routines, I became more intentional when I had a daughter, when I had my first child. I became intentional because I felt there was just too much work to juggle a business. I was running a fashion business then in Victoria Island, Lagos. I had new nannies, first time having a nanny, and they had to go home every day, every evening after work, so they were not leaving nannies. If you live in Nigeria, most people here hire the nannies as leaving nannies. So that made me become super organized, because my nannies had to leave in the evening and I had them just for a few hours for the day. So I had to be super organized about all aspects of my daughter's life and my life as well. But it wasn't about me at first. It was just about my daughter at first. And later on I realized, no, you can take care of your daughter alone. You have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of your business, take care of your body, take care of everything that you have, rather, you've been given, as a responsibility. So I think first thing first, you have to have structure to your days, your week. Your weeks have to be well organized. What do you want to achieve per day has to be super organized, written out in a notebook or with your sticker notes on the wall. If you want to create a Kanban board, I said that earlier. So I'm breaking it down. Routines are super important because they enable you to be excellent. If they are good routines, they are routines that add really value to your life, to your business, your family. The total result is super amazing. When you do great things every day, you begin to see the result of what you're putting. Routines are important, but you don't have to be restrictive. You can be flexible. You don't have to be strict, and you don't have to bite yourself when you don't meet up with your daily routines. So I wouldn't want you to bite yourself the days that you make. Maybe you can't meet up with an appointment, or you're not able to go to the gym, and then that you can improvise by just eating a lot of vegetables that day, and make sure you cut down on any food that would increase your calorie intake. So figure out what are your non-negotiables and priorities. Know what is your non-negotiable every day. If it's your affirmations, when you wake up in the morning, you know that you have affirmations, and you know this is non-negotiable. No matter how late I am, I would either use an audio affirmation or a printed out copy of affirmations on the wall or in a book. So know what your priorities are. So in order to get the important things done, you need to decide what's actually important. These are things you need to do daily to make sure that your life runs effectively in all aspects of your life. So recurring tasks, think of the type of tasks you work on every day. Recurring tasks, like everyone have their bath. People eat, people buy newspaper, you write things down for the day. Like you can break them into categories. Like for now, you say work, respond to your emails, data entry, processing donations, whatever it is that you do every day at work. Make sure you're aware of your recurring tasks and the new tasks that are not your daily task. Your home, what do you do at home every morning? Who helps you? Do you have someone come in to help clean up, or you do the cleaning? What time of the day do you do your cleaning? How often do you do your grocery shopping? So those are things that can really change and make your life beautiful. Your meal prep. When do you want to make your meals? Do you make them weekly, or do you cook every day? So these are ways you can reduce stress. So you need to know what are your recurring tasks, and then your most important task. Out of the tasks you wrote down in the last step, which ones are the most important? Which one would destabilize you if you don't achieve them? These are your priorities. You need to make time for this in your schedule. Then you have to learn how to delegate, eliminate, combine, or make it simpler. For any of these tasks that you didn't deem totally and utterly necessary, think about how you can delegate them. So you can ask someone to help you, maybe buy your meals or shop for your grocery. You can pay a company, an errand company. You take that off your back for that week if you know that you cannot meet up with the time. And you know that, and if you don't get your groceries early, that you're going to maybe eat food that you don't like. So just make sure that you find someone else to help you with the grocery shopping for that particular day or week. Or you can outsource that completely out of your to-do list. So you shouldn't spend time worrying about the things that aren't your priorities in your life, and they shouldn't take up time in your daily routine, because now you've actually sat down with yourself and you've actually checked what are your most important tasks for the day and what are your recurring tasks. And you've also been able to determine, to decide who you can delegate this task to, who will do this job well, who would help you with this particular task. Make time for free time. Make time to rest. Make time to think. Thinking doesn't mean thinking about your problems. Thinking is another form of it's very important for all of us to have time that we think. We create ideas. When we think, we create ideas. We're able to come up with solutions. In our personal life, in our business, in our relationship. When you are allowed to just relax and just think. Think through your day. Think through the things you're doing. Assess that they're productive enough and they're bringing the right results. The reality is that you're going to have to make time for free time and allow yourself to be more flexible. You also need to use your free time wisely. If you have room for flexibility in your days, you're going to cope with the unexpected much better than if your schedule is rigid and unchangeable. Also, other people are not on the same schedule as you, so having flexibility makes it easier to accommodate meetings and get together, like parties. Although these days, I'm not sure how parties will be like. On the other hand, if you're too flexible, you can run the risk of loss of productivity and possibly having people take advantage of your time. People will not respect your time because they know you're just very available all the time. You're just flexible. You're not, driven. You're not self-motivated. And you're not doing anything. The things you're doing, the things on your to-do list are not things you really love or care. This is not your own to-do list. These are to-do lists from other people. You make sure that you're living the life that you really truly want, no matter the level that you are, no matter the circumstances you're going through, because it's truly your life. Routines are the fastest solutions to chaos. They are time savers, especially evening routines. I think morning first, afternoon and evening. Evening routines are also very good. They make it easier for morning routines when you organize even in the evening. Things like cleaning up after dinner, making and packing up lunch for the next day, laying out clothes for necessity for the next day. There are many things, You can also get a copy of my book, The Parent Organizer, if you're a parent and you're listening to this podcast. The book would help you with everything from reading time, homeschooling schedule. The book would help you with all your SOPs for your domestic workers, what they need to do, what time do they need to do it. We also have templates. We have designed templates where you can buy them in paper formats, delivered to you on how to create an effective productivity schedule for your children. Your domestic workers, instead of shouting at them every day or complaining about them, you would want to get a nice template from us so that they're super organized and they're more professional with their responsibilities. Until next time, on another episode, I'll share more light on why it's important to be productive, organized, happy, and fulfilled. I hope you learned a few tips and you implement them. I'd like to hear from you. Thank you for listening. Bye.